Shalom to the elect of Israel, alright. Um, I will do it a little bit more quick, alright, because I already did that video. Alright, it's going into the title, alright. What the so-called white man, woman, and child, alright. Child not so, because they saw in the movies, alright, deceived by their own people, alright, that some queen animals, alright, or whatever, alright, some demons sitting in there, alright. That's not true, alright. These are the chariots of Israel, of YAHAWAH, right? And when it's talking about the whirlwind, alright, and even when the destruction, alright, shall take place, right, when they that dwell upon the earth shall be taken in a great number, alright, when that will happen, alright, the chariots will be also a weapon of YAHAWAH, alright, to destroy many people, alright, basically. And you have just three other chariots there, alright, that's my favorite, alright. And you even have videos, of course, alright, and they don't show you anything, alright, but the fact that in 2020, alright, there was so many information, alright, that it actually is undeniable, first, alright, and second, alright, there will be more sightings, alright. There will be in some cases, alright, where some brother, alright, we see his deliverance, alright, by some chariot, alright, flying right to him, alright, and you will be a little bit amazed also by that, alright, just like the heathens in Wisdom of Solomon, alright, 5 and 2, when they see it, they shall be troubled with terror of fear and shall be amazed at the strangeness of his salvation, alright. That's talking about the chariots again, alright, because it's strange, alright. Even for us, when we prophesy in part, alright, we know these things. It's a miracle that we know these things, alright, that the elders connected things together, alright. So there were movies, alright, there were some Edomites, alright, coming out with the information that they somehow know that these chariots, alright, will kill people, alright, they will shoot lasers and something, alright, and the elders and apostles of Greatmillstone connected things, alright, and prophesied, alright, that they are actually, alright, not from our nation only, but actually for the elect of Israel, alright. And what I went into, alright, I tried to bring up all the points what I talked about, alright, because I was floating in the spirit, alright, but the Most High always got you better, alright. If something is a failure, alright, He always makes something good out of it, alright. You have to believe that, alright, and you have to know that also, alright. You have to know that, and basically every brother will have his own chariot, alright. And let's say you have some little small chariot, alright, and you watch at it and you wouldn't think, alright, that there's some some great place in it, alright, but for YAHAWAH everything is possible, and for us in the near future also, alright. And maybe you have your own palace there in it, alright, you see. But if you don't believe me, alright, watch it. If you're one of the elect, alright, you will see it. Because actually these just these super rich people, alright, with their 5 cars in front of their door, alright, they know this also and they want this, alright, but they are the ones, alright, who wish, alright, the baddest for that, alright, but they won't have it, alright, because first you have to be an Israelite, and then you have to be I elect Israelite, alright, I elect one, alright. So even not all Israel, alright, will have the same blessing, alright, as 1/3, alright, because what, man, alright. And you know that verse, man, alright. It's talking about the world was only made for the elect's sakes, alright. So even not for all Israel, alright. So there's one advantage, alright, more advantage, alright. Let's see how big it is, alright, for the elect, alright, that are, before the great blessing of our nation, alright, everlasting life will come, alright. And it's basically for the elect only, alright, if you can receive that, alright. We prophesy in part, alright, and the elders and apostles of Greatmillstone, alright, they have the full truth, the 144% doctrine, alright, the gospel that is not cursed, alright, because every other gospel is cursed according to the Bible, alright, even if an angel from heaven, will preach it unto you, alright, and, pretty much they don't lie, alright, and they don't have, any falsehood in their teaching, alright, but what, alright, you prophesy in part, alright, and if there's a verse talking about the world was made for the elect's sakes only, alright, there is something, alright, what will come specially to the elect of Israel, alright, and I will leave it with that, alright. Let's, go, let's go a little bit into the sayings of YAHAWASHI, alright, because he will be the one who will come, in front of all these chariots, right, with his own chariot, or on in a really big chariot, or maybe actually on a horse, alright, we don't know that, alright, because, there are heavenly horses, with flames, alright, with heavy flames, alright, on their neck, alright, with heavy flames, on their back, you see. It's all heavenly things, man, and we go into that, alright. I have a verse for that, alright. Let's go first to James 2 and 14. What do it profit, my brethren? Salahi, what's that, alright? Okay, so, I'm right into the correct verse, alright? And this is 2 Ezra 13 and 6. But beheld, and lo, he had craved himself a great mountain and flew upon it, alright? And that's Ezra sawing him beamed up by a chariot, by a so-called UFO, and it was so big that he thought that it was a mountain, alright? So that's how great they can actually be, alright? You see? Because actually it was no mountain, alright? You see? And if the Apocrypha would be in the minds of the people, I just say it like that, right? They would know that there is no around that, there is no way, believing in the Bible without believing also in chariots and so-called UFOs, alright? So that's also the reason why Esau Edom, alright, starting with Esau Edom, alright, wickedness, they're wicked in the Bible, alright, also referred to, is always starting with Esau Edom, alright? Because he is always the reason in the first place, alright? Hebrews 12 and 17, real quick. For you know how that afterward, when he would have inherited the blessing, he was rejected, for he found no place of repentance, though he sought it carefully with tears, alright? That's talking about Esau Edom, alright? Talking to the people, alright, that the Apocrypha is not biblical, alright? When they actually have no clue at all, alright, what the scripture is even talking about, alright, because they are not the people of it, so they can't understand it. They understand it otherwise than carnal, what it is, what it's written, alright, so that's why they have to, their schools, alright, paid by the elites, alright, and the elites know that chariots are real, and the elites know, alright, that, in the near future, alright, when doomsday hit, alright, the lights will be out of the people, alright, especially the elites, alright. But we will also hunt them, alright, the elect of Israel, alright, will hunt them, alright, because we are the ones, alright, to say it like remnant saved 144, alright, we are the ones who want actually the cherry on the cream, alright, we are the ones, alright, the elect of Israel, alright, because the two-thirds is so caveman mentality, alright, that it's all gone, man, you see, okay, and this is Luke 21:28, alright. And when these things begin to come to pass, then look up and lift up your heads, alright, for your redemption draweth nigh, alright, and that's talking about the chariots actually, alright, because they will come out of the sky, alright, and for many people, alright, the heathen, especially Esau Edom, alright, and the two-thirds, alright, it will be their destruction, it will be their very own laser, alright. You see? Because actually some of the missiles, alright, they have also the name of them written on it, alright. Especially for you, a missile, alright. You better look out for that, man. Alright, you better, looking forward to, alright. Because that's what's coming, alright. But the lasers will do, of course, also great damage, alright. You know, but you can't write no to dirt name on a laser, alright? No hidden name, alright? Amos 1, alright, and 14. But I will kindle a fire in the wall of Reuben, and it shall devour the palaces thereof, with shouting in the day of battle, alright, with a tempest in the day of the whirlwind, alright? Look at that, man, alright? It's just one example, man, alright? You know, told you already, alright? I like the ones with, you know, triangle forms, you know, so on, alright? That's, you know, kind of my style, alright? The compacting, alright? I liked it, alright? You know, and you will have it, man, alright? You will have it, alright? And that's what the super, alright, super rich want, alright? And they will not have it, alright? They can dream about it all night, alright? All day, man, alright? They can try to, alright? Try to copy it here on Earth, alright? But they will fail, alright? Because they already failed, alright? And it's almost over, alright? And I have told you earthly things, alright? And you believe not? How shall you believe if I tell you of heavenly things, alright? And he is actually talking about, alright, chariots, alright? He is actually talking about chariots also, alright? Okay? Because most of the people don't understand, alright? I told you already, it's a miracle, alright? It's a miracle, man. It's really a miracle that we know, you know, what we know, alright? The hopeful elect, alright? These chariots are actually a big part of it, alright? You know, these chariots are just, you know, a big part in it, actually, alright? Because they will do a lot of damage, man, alright? And, you know, it will be the major thing what you will see in the kingdom, alright? When you see some Israelites, alright, some Archeum, alright, flying around, alright, with these chariots, man, alright? And they will look far greater than this effed up shit what you see in the internet, alright? And the same goes for the woman, alright? And the same goes for pretty much everything, alright? Isaiah 14, alright, 21. Prepare slaughter for his children, for the iniquity of the fathers, alright? That they do not rise, nor possess the land, nor fill the face of the world with cities, alright? For I will rise up against them, said the Lord of hosts, YAHAWAH and YAHAWASHI, alright? Cut from Babylon of the name, and remnant, and son, and nephew, said the Lord, alright? So it's a curse really to Edom that these so-called UFOs even exist, alright? Because, you know, he is still in this caveman mentality, alright? And he will furthermore, alright, you know, take some news, alright, with him, alright, by you know, by mostly, alright, by this already microchip, alright. That's his last, you know, caveman technology, alright. Really the last one, alright, because there's no, you know, there's no, you know, no more 2 or 3 years, alright, with going on like that, nah, man. Alright, we are already on, you know, we are already out here, alright. And these chariots, alright, are actually a sign of that, alright. You saw the strawberry moon, alright. You saw these, you know, 2020, alright, is so special, alright, that actually, you know, there are evidence, alright, of so-called UFOs existing, alright, and people don't even care, alright. So that's how deep we are actually in prophecies right now, alright. And this is Psalm 68 and 17, alright. It's just funny, man, alright, because, you know, especially our own people, alright, they're so deep in this caveman mentality right now, alright, with Edom, alright, that they, you know, they are actually more cavemen, alright, than the heathens themselves, alright. The chariots of God are 20,000, alright, even thousands of angels. The Lord is among them, as in Sinai in the holy place, alright. It really started in the first Exodus, alright, and it will go on, alright, in the second Exodus, alright. Go into my chambers, alright, until the indignation is over. And that's talking about the missiles when they hit, alright, in every place, not just America, alright, also in Israel, alright, where the what are, you know, Ashdod, alright, Israel is Ashdod, according to the Bible, alright, where the bastard is dwelling right now, alright, the fake Jews, alright. It will also be hit by missiles, alright. And this is Zechariah 5 and 3. Then said he unto me, this is the curse that goeth forth over the face of the whole earth. For everyone that steals shall be cut off, alright, as on this side according to it, alright. And told you already, the wicked in the scriptures is always Esau Edom, or better said, it's starting with Esau Edom, then it goes even into the 2/3 of our people, according also to Zechariah. And everyone that sweareth shall be cut off, as on that side according to it, alright. So it's really a curse to the whole world, alright, but not to the elect of Israel, alright, because it can come even to the point, alright, where we are actually in these chariots first, alright, and then when, pretty much only the elites only survived in these bunkers, alright, with their, with their family, alright, we go in there, alright, and we actually jump, like bungee jump out of these chariots with the spiritual powers, alright, and hunt them, alright. So of course they are not a curse to us, alright. Alright. But we don't know, alright, if we were already on the chariots, alright, or if we it can pretty much be a repeat situation, alright, because we already have the powers when we are on these chariots, alright. You see? So it's really interesting, man, and it's really nigh, alright. That's why you have to, you have to really, alright, in your mind, alright. First in your mind, alright, look up, alright, because your redemption, alright, your salvation is near, alright, and these chariots, alright, are a big sign of that, alright. Of course, not to the other people, alright, only for the elect. Isaiah 14 and 21. Prepare slaughter for his children for the iniquity of their fathers, that they do not rise, nor possess the land, nor fill the face of the world with cities, alright. And it's also talking about, scriptures talking about they shall build, but I will tear down, alright. And that's talking, of course, about Esau Edom, because this is his rulership, and he is the one who builds these, let's say New York, alright, or whatever, man, For I will rise up against them, said the Lord of hosts, alright. And especially New York, alright, was built, on murder, alright. Murder the original inhabitants thereof, alright. And cut off from Babylon the name and remnant and son and nephew, said the Lord, alright. It can actually be that we've read it already, alright, Salachia. Deuteronomy 32, alright, and 14. For I lift up my hand to heaven and say I live forever, alright. And let's go on, alright, real quick, alright. 41. If I wet my glittering sword and mine hand take hold on judgment, I will render renegades, alright, to mine enemies, and will reward them that hate me, alright. And the 2/3 are a big part of that, alright. You see? And the laser, alright, the laser will be, will be very heavy, alright. It will hurt, alright, it will hurt, alright. You see? So, in the Apocrypha, alright, it's written that there are grievous deaths, alright, there are the missiles, you see, and the lasers also, alright. The chariots are, the so-called UFOs are also there to destroy 2/3, alright. For he shall have judgment without mercy, alright, that had shewed no mercy, and mercy rejoiced against judgment, alright. So that's talking about Esau again, alright, he showed no mercy, alright. Not in the transatlantic slave trade, alright, and also not in the murder of our brothers, alright, of our brethren, alright, the native Indians, alright, the Native Americans, alright. And the Mexicans also, alright, you have many cases also with the Mexicans, alright, but it's not that hyped, alright, as it, as with the so-called black people, alright. And black lives really don't matter, alright, only the elect lives really matter, alright. Pretty much no life here matters, alright, but the elect, alright, when it comes to the Bible, alright. That's, that's not my dogs or something, alright? It's just the Bible, alright? Zechariah 5 and 3. Then said he unto me, alright, this is the curse, alright? And that's actually, you know, you read it also already. And that's actually it, alright? I just, you know, again opened the tabs, alright? Because there were, I think, like 10 verses or 9 verses, alright? That, you know, they're talking about the chariots, alright? And there was also one, alright? Alright? Strangeness of his salvation, alright? You know? And Psalm 68, alright? I think we've read Psalm 68, alright? Because that's actually a very interesting one, alright? Psalm 68 is very, you know, spiritual if you want, alright? Let's read it again, alright? Real quick. For me, it's the deepest, man, alright? Because it goes into the, you know, you know, just the great number of these chariots, man, alright? Psalm 68 and 17, alright? And the elect are really not, you know, really not many people, alright? If you think of it, alright? Just leave it with that, alright? But you see, the angels are many, man, and they're watching, man, alright? You should feel watched, alright? Every second, man, alright? It's really deep with these chariots, man, alright? Just look at their appearance, alright? They come out of nothing, you see? And you know that really, you know, that you don't want to mess with, you know, I wanted to say SIGT, alright? But you know what I mean, alright? That's the chariots, man, alright? Psalm 68 and 17, the chariots of YAHAWAH, bahasham, YAHAWASHI, alright, are 20,000, even thousands of angels. The Lord is among them, as in Sinai, because it, you know, it was a very holy place, alright? And the holy place, alright? And you see, so they're watching you, man, alright? They're watching you, alright? And in some cases, they're just waiting for, you know, to beam you up, alright? You had this commercial, you know, this Nike commercial, alright? And it shows you some Northern Kingdom Israelite, alright? According to his appearance, to his really not dark-skinned color, alright? He was a Northern Kingdom Israelite, and really also by his head, you know, form and so on, alright? It's like the Latin tribes, alright, because you have the Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, and the Mexicans, alright. The Mexicans are the, you know, the most hated by the wicked Israelites, alright. The Negroes, alright, by some of the two-thirds, alright. They don't have the truth, alright. So they talk, you know, they talk just anything but the truth, alright. They don't have any clue, alright. But you know, they hate it, alright? The Mexicans are hated by them, alright? And of course, alright, the really elect, alright, the hopeful elect, alright, they know their brothers, alright, and they love their brothers, alright? So we, you know, we love every tribe, alright? That's the elect, man, alright? You think YAHAWAH, bahasham, YAHAWASHI, alright, the power of love, alright, will not destroy some people, alright, who pretty much murdering their own people, alright, of course. He will destroy them, alright. Wicked Negroes, man, alright, they have no clue, man, no clue, alright. Just, you know, just there for punishment, alright. Simple, alright, simple. You know, but they have to play their part, alright. Just like Esau Edom, alright. He has to play his part, alright. But guess what, alright, these chariots are preserved for the elect of Israel, alright. You see, and only for the elect of Israel, alright. Because the other, you know, they didn't deserve it, alright. And, you know, YAHAWAH, bahasham, YAHAWASHI, alright. Really, his glory is so, you know, you know, you don't understand it, alright. And that's the worst, what I actually, you know, I don't want to make this too long, alright. But that's actually the worst what I hope I've read it already, alright. It's talking about YAHAWASHI, alright. Pretty much said that if you don't understand earthly things, alright, that goes for you wicked Negroes, for example, you see. how should you understand heavenly things, alright? And they don't understand that, man. Right? They don't understand anything, alright? But just say it like that, alright? He's talking also about the so-called UFOs, alright? See? And YAHAWASHI, alright, it's also a power what pretty much, alright, can destroy you, alright, out of nothing, alright? There can appear a so-called UFO, alright, shooting at you with some laser, alright, you know, alright, and okay, and you know, you pretty much don't know where it will appear, alright? Okay. And that's pretty much it, alright? Because, you know, these whirlwinds, alright, there always are some chariots in it, alright, you better believe that. And you have these really heavy storms, alright? You have this really, you know, you have just you know, if not hundreds of sightings, alright, of these chariots, you see? Alright? That's just what it is, alright? Because they are real, man, alright? Alright, and soon, alright, all the people will be not just in a caveman mentality, alright, but also in the zombie mentality, alright? And, you know, starting with Edom and the wicked to dirt, alright? You see? Okay? And, you know, if that happens, alright, just imagine, alright, they think that they have some advanced wannabe living here, alright? But just imagine, alright, when these chariots, alright, will arrive at your door, alright, you know, with some, you know, some real Israelite in it, alright? They can't imagine it, alright? Because what? Alright, it was not meant for them, alright? You see? So that's really it, man, alright? We're waiting for that, alright? The elect of Israel, alright? We're waiting, alright, really for the cherry of the cream, alright? That's what we're waiting for, alright? Not just some two dirt, alright? Alright, two dirt, caveman, zombie thinking, alright? That's what they are, man, alright? And with that, alright, barak YAHAWAH, barak YAHAWASHI, alright, kalalayim YAHAWAH bahasham YAHAWASHI, rawqa quadash, alright? And this was all, alright, to the rawqa quadash, alright, to the Holy Spirit, alright? And they don't got it, alright? So that's why we're the only ones, you know, we're talking about this, okay? They don't know nothing, man, alright? But guess what? You have these elites, alright? Alright? You have these elites, alright, talking about, you know, some chariots coming down, alright, destroying, alright, the very highest, alright, buildings there, alright, for example, the White House, alright, the so-called White House, alright. Alright. So, you know, we have the truth, man, alright, it's obvious, alright, it's obvious, man. And it will come to a point, alright, where, you know, low-level Edomites, alright, low-level heathens, will think that we are actually in team, alright, with the elites, alright. But at the same moment, they trust in the elites, alright. So that is really, alright. It's really not, you know, it's stupid, alright. In some cases, they are in league to our enemy, alright. You know, the wicked elite, alright. And it's also a fact, alright, that we are the only ones, alright, who are talking against them, alright. So how can we be in a team with them? You see? So that shows you, alright, how caveman mentality, alright, and zombie mentality, alright, also a big part of them, alright. They are, you see? That's a cut, man, alright. Shalom.